All right, I have a much lighter question.
Huh.
All right, why are beards so cool?
I don't know. I've always liked them. You know, when I was coming up, reading Kerouac and Ginsberg and William Burroughs and their peers, there was a book that was probably a paperback book, probably titled The Beat Generation. And it was like a little anthology of obscure works and things, Ginsberg, but I mean, it had people you never heard of. But there was a guy on the cover, and he had this beard, like this black beard. It was so cool, man. And I wanted to have one. It was so cool. In those days, beards and hair and all that were pretty well suppressed in the late 50s, early 60s. Until all of a sudden, boing, okay, you know, everywhere.
Okay, I've got one final question for you. Okay, there's been a bit of a shift to the left in this country, especially over the last few years, and there's like a lot of people protesting again. Are there any words you have for would-be revolutionaries?
Well, yeah, figure out what you want to do and then figure out how to do it. And then get some people who want to do the same thing and look at it the same way. You know, you just have to do things. That's what I like about working with Jeff and Pinkeye and these bands associated with Local Gnosis, this production company. They're just doing things. You got to do things. And as far as action is concerned, political action, social action, you know, people kind of seem like they're hoodwinked by the spectacular commodity culture and entertainment culture. So everything has to be big. You have to have some special effects. If you're going to have a rebel, you have to have all these people have to do it tomorrow, you know. And really, it's just something, one person. It always starts with one person. You start and then you find some other people. And you develop the ideas and you figure out where do they lead in terms of how you want to live your life and how bad you feel about the way other people have to live their lives. You want to liberate them if you possibly can. But there's no formula, there's no template.
Yeah.
But the thing is just basically what I try to tell is just don't feel intimidated by the size and scope of the monster you're up against. Fuck them. You know, I mean, they have the control on the TV set called Off.
Yeah.
I mean, with all due respect, I know this is a television program, but I mean, basically my advice usually is to turn it to the off position and then let yourself think and look around and see, you know, man, just stop that bombardment, you know, of Johnny Depp and Madonna and 50 Cent and Kid Rock and, you know, I mean, they got you. I just read newspapers. I don't listen to the radio. I don't watch TV. I don't really watch movies. I read the newspapers every day out of self-defense, and I know so much about these people. Lindsay Lohan, you know. I don't want to know any of this.
Yeah.
When I catch myself thinking about it, I stop and try and purge my brain. What am I doing? What does this have to do with life, you know?
It seems like, too, the newspapers, it's just like more and more where it's like,
oh, man.
Oh, John and Kate +8, they're breaking up again.
Oh, yeah,
and it's like, who gives a fuck?
Well, I like to read about them, as long as I don't have to watch any of them. And or listen to their fucking records. You know? No thanks, you know? But I mean, this is a different thing, so I like anything creative that people do out of their own, what Lord Buckley called it, creative wig bubbles, you know. And I'm all for it. I think that's just, you know, I've had so much fun doing this all my life, and it hurts me to see people not having this That's why when I met the Pinkeye Orchestra, man, I just said, wow, now you're talking. This is what we were talking about 40 years ago. You know, I didn't know if it would ever sink through, but here's these kids that come in, they want to play crazy shit just for fun. They aren't looking for a record contract, a manager, and MTV, you know. They just come on Tuesday nights and they make this god-awful sound, you know. I love it.
It's great.
That's why I'm here tonight.
Excellent. Well, thank you, John Sinclair, the man, the legend.
Yeah.
We're here at the Bohemian House, right next to the airport. Not that the other airport. You don't want to go to. You don't want to check in at that airport. Well, I don't know. So anyway.
If we're gonna plug Lyft, we should plug the airport.
Yeah. For all your needs, scandalous and otherwise, go to the airport, down Tillman, past the Bohemian House. So tell them Steve sent you.
You get the Steve Barman discount.
Yeah.
I like the Steve Barman discount. I like 4 of those fabulous dimes. I like to have the Steve Barman discount. Steve sent me.
This interview is going to be completely worthless.
If you could describe Pinkeye's music as a mood, what mood would it be?
Complete frustration.
Look, he's an elephant! Look at how huge he is! He's gigantic! He's huge! Oh. Every group ends up breaking into different stereotypical types.
I've never raped
anyone. Fuck. Who's the smart one here?
I'm a man.
Who's not figured that out already? Who's the rebel?
Me.
I'd like to thank everyone
Who's
here
the muscle?
Me.
for having balls.
Who's the looks?
Me.
For making those balls count.
Here's the muscle. Here's the brains.
Elena has some of the best balls.
The king. Amy Weinball. They're trying to make me go the balls, and I said no.
3 books that everyone should read.
Catcher in the Balls. Ted Nugent's biography.
Fred Balls. I've been down so long it looks like balls to me.
20 years to balls.
Looks like up to balls. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's balls.
Oh, yeah.
Balls in peace.
All right, best fixing song.
Oh,
Surfer Rosa is the one.
it's definitely Surfer Balls. It's off of Surfer Balls.
Wait, everyone shut up.
I'm digging for balls.
Master of Puppets. What is the Beast? What's the Beast? Picks his album. I heard it before.
Surfer Rosa.
All right. Would Pinkeye ever consider using a vocoder or an auto-tune?
Yes.
Why?
I love you, Kanye West.
And Budweiser
Because he's definitely a member.
Because I love ELO and Kanye.
Kanye is definitely a member.
Omelet next. Ask me a question, I got an answer. All right.
This
Who's
party.
the lightest weight member of Pinkeye?
Let me see.
Mike.
Oh my God! Just squeeze my boobs and I'll feel okay. I think it's Mike. I think it's the
Mike.
girl.
I'd say it's
girl.
Elena.
It's the girl.
It's Elena.
It's the girl.
Everything but the girl.
The girl is definitely a member of Pinkeye.
Now I got a question.
Yeah, no.
I got an
You
answer.
guys only have 3 full drum sets playing because you guys only have 3 full drum sets, or what? Come on.
There's only 3 real men in the band, and they play the drum kits. Are you considering yourself one of them?
What do you think is the best wall to piss off of?
That one.
Somebody will walk underneath your waterfall of piss.
All right, somebody hold on to Mike's belt.
You know, get that. He's going to die right now.
I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in with the final Pinkeye interview of all time. Mike is gone to go commit suicide, so the value of the record will shoot up.
Look at Rick's like fucking Jim Morrison over there.
No, now he's like Joe Cocker. Now he's Joe Cocker. Bring out to the other side. Bring out to
We are breaking on through to the other side. It's not an allegory. It's not a metaphor. It's a real thing. All right, thank you guys for being in the interview.
Can we do a second one downstairs?
Sure. I'm out of questions.
It's all right. Ask the same ones. We get different answers. And you can splice the footage of a super calm interview and then a super psycho interview.
Pinkeye be really big.